Okay, so let's do this.
Here, back on the video. This time around, my response.
Okay, is the hopefully the audio is good. But all right, so Wahoo, basically some context. Wahoo messaged me saying that he reacted to my trading video. I guess the situation regarding that, the $5. Basically, he didn't really want to be mean about it. He was like critiquing me in here, is what he was saying, and he wanted me to look over the video to make sure like I approved of it. But I told him to just full send it. Like I don't really care. So he uploaded the video. He did tell me that like no hate and stuff like that. So this is all for just for like sharing our opinions and stuff on the game. So yeah, no hate to Wahoo. Just critiquing what I said. So that's also cool. So I guess let's see what he said. Maybe I make this into a video.
Hello,
so it's
guys.
like a triple reaction inception. So like my video and then Wahoo reacting to my video and then me reacting to Wahoo reacting to my video. So that's like insane exception. For beef? Nah, no beef. I don't have any beef with Wahoo. I don't have beef. I think I've only ever had beef with like 2 people in this game out of my whole career. I would still be on Windows XP if I could. I mean, to be fair, Windows XP was a banger. It was really good. Windows 11 by using custom Windows. Ah, interesting. Yeah, I don't like having to find everything for Windows 11, but all right. Let's see what who has to say. I mean, 50 minutes is insane though. Let's see.
Update we have gotten, of course, about the, and this is a very hot topic at the moment. This is of course the $5.
Oh wait, my face cam is on top of that face cam.
If you don't know who the other person is on the screen, that is CashinClean.
Yo, that's me. What's poppin'?
To make a video on it, and he already made one, so I wanted to react to these because I do not agree with what he is saying in this video.
Alright, let's see what he doesn't agree with. Yeah, I can turn the volume up.
While I also go over my opinion about it, because I think that this is actually a very, very good thing. Or is that too loud? And I know there's other ways to do it for sure, but there's also workarounds on those things as well.
So a nice burger would go ham.
There is a perfect solution out there. I'm just want to make that. I'm very neutral in this because
burger milkshake. That's all we
I
need.
do have access to myself. But I feel like there's a lot of arguments for it, and there's a lot of arguments against it. But it's in some point, I am very thankful in some ways that devs are actually trying to do something and are not just like, hey, yeah, you can do whatever you want, you can do away, we don't really care, we're not gonna ban anybody or whatever. That's what also a way they could do it, and sure, that would maybe also drive players away, but you never know what is gonna drive players away from the game.
I have a zipper on my pants
for something,
and
I know
I'm
people
afraid of
don't
putting
like to
it
spend their money
on my chair because I don't want to poke holes in there.
There's definitely also other ways that people don't feel like they want to, especially if people are duping things. I know people are very upset that people dupe things and then they have to pay more for those things as well. So we are going to go over this video right here. I think, but the bottom line is that if you are unhappy with something in Trove, I think it's very, very important that you speak up and you say what you're unhappy about, and then also come with a solution.
I will say there have been a lot of times where we have spoken up about something and nothing got done about it. I guess an example of that would be when Delves first got introduced to the game. I guess it was bound to happen because I guess it was planned already. But I remember there was a lot of posts. Specifically, Kaiser made like a forum, or like a petition, I think, of how many people didn't want Delves, and then the mastery changes on top of that, where you didn't get the damage and all that. But the devs didn't really, I don't think they really cared. So I don't know, just I guess feedback is good, but sometimes they don't really take the feedback, I suppose. Anyway,
I don't think CashinClean in this one is going with a sort of a solution to it. He's just framing, of course, the problem and some stuff. When we're gonna take that, I haven't watched the video already, so it's not going to be like, because I wanted to kind of know what I was going into, because if he said the same thing and I did, I would agree with him, but I am definitely not agreeing with him on this topic right here.
Okay.
I'm not saying, again, and I want to make this very, very clear, I don't think that the $5 one is the only solution. But I'm saying
There's
it
other
is
solutions.
a solution, and I'm happy that the devs is doing something
I don't know what I
about
said
the
in this
duping
video. I
and
know
the
based like
ruin of the game
a
that way,
vague
right?
idea of
And
what
I know
I said.
somebody's gonna say that the $5
It was a while back.
restriction
It was
is
like a few
going to
days
be
ago
so, but it
or something.
basically the $5 is not something you just pay and then you unlock it. You do get something out of it. You just have to make a purchase for that as well, and we'll
That's
see
true.
that
Like,
when
I don't know, $5. It's really not that much. The $5, but like to access trade, like if you play Trove without trading, like you could, but like paying the $5, like that would help speed things up a lot for sure. But I'm just trying to imagine a new player playing without trading. Like imagine farming Mystic here. You know how many 5-star dungeons you'd have to do, and then I guess getting the deep stone and all that. Like there's just a lot of stuff. Like I guess I don't know. Some people would find that fun, the grindiness aspect to it, but I guess you'd probably be pretty far behind unless you're playing like the game a lot. We need a new class. I mean, I don't know. Do we need a new class? I'd be okay with no classes for now. Maybe in the near future. Really funny if you disagree with your opinion. I mean, opinions can change. We'll never know.
he also goes over on the Discord, but you are gonna get something out of it. So you don't have to do this. You can basically play the game without paying anything in Trove still, but you will just not have
you don't have
access
to pay the $5.
those things as well. You don't have access to the trading post, and you won't have to the marketplace.
It would just make
but
playing kind of slower. But if that
completely
flows your
for free.
boat, then...
It will be quite hard to go through that one, but I'm always kind of recommending people, if they are gonna spend money on Trove, to kind of get some Patreon and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure that it's gonna work in the
same. I can
agree. I don't think it doesn't matter what you spend
Patreon's
your money
so
on,
good,
but
especially now.
Find some Patreon, which helps you out immensely in the beginning. I always recommend people doing that anyway. So, but let's jump into the video. I don't want to keep talking, but I wanted to make my 2 cents. I think there's plenty of ways to do it, but I don't think there's one better solution than the others.
59.1K.
Let's jump into the video.
Videos like this where I have face cam on and I just talk about a situation.
By the way, he's a very attractive man. Just gonna say that I'm not.
Wahoo, you just just like that. Thank you, Wahoo.
For men in that sense, but he is a very attractive man. I just want to say that.
Thank you. Wait, yo, what's up, Raphael? So they won't fix really. Wait, what? But they just want the money that dupers. So basically, they made this system so if you make an alt account, probably for the dupers, where they would have to pay $5 so the devs actually get something out of it, and it would probably discourage the dupers from paying to access the market. But something I didn't mention in this video is Trove is a very breakable game. I'll say that right now, and you can imagine that you can undo certain things. So rampages, for example, you could still throw them on PC. That is, the marketplace. Let's just start with, before this marketplace thing, the situation, the 20 mastery thing. You could bypass that. The new $5 marketplace thing, you can bypass that. So I didn't really mention that in this video. I don't know. I probably should have though, but I didn't really think it it wouldn't really change anything if I said it or not. But I guess an extra argument to this marketplace situation is new. It just came out today at the time we are recording this, so I'll probably upload this the next day. And I guess not like a lot to go over, but I don't know. I guess we'll just kind of get into it. Also, should I move my camera? A statement over here. We'll take a look at it. So we have Boots that put up the statement.
So this is the statement that we were posted on the Discord. If you didn't know, this is what we are basically looking at in that sense. So this is what it is, and he's gonna go over it, and I'm also going to kind of. Well, he can explain it
over here. No, first of all, I want to say this: I'm not going to put any blame on anyone, not the community managers. Still not going to put blame on them a little bit, but like these people are just here to put out a statement for all of us, just so we have an answer. So I don't want to have them being blamed, or I don't want really Trove to get attacked for this. I just want to share my overall opinion on everything that's been going on, and I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys about like if this is a really good change.
So he says he doesn't want to lie to you guys, and I totally think he doesn't lie to you at all, but I don't know why he would say a lie. I don't know. I have never, lied to you guys either. Okay, I don't think.
Well, I mean, the only reason why I said that is because, like, since I am like in the content creator program, I don't want people to think I'm biased towards the game or anything, or like wanting them to play so the devs can make money or whatever, or if I'm making money. So like, I just wanted to share my honest thoughts because, like, yeah, I'm in the creator program, but if I don't like something, then I'm just gonna outright say that I don't like it. So that's why I said it.
It's just very important to say your opinion about it, and then also.
But I mean, I haven't really lied in the video.
So I don't know why he's saying that he's not gonna lie, but that's probably because he's gonna not tell you guys that he likes it because he actually doesn't like it. You know, that I think that's where it comes from.
That'd be funny if I lied in this entire
feel
video.
like just the wording of he doesn't want to lie to you guys is kind of a little funky, but it's not a big deal.
The better. I'm gonna give my honest thoughts about it. Let's take a look here. So we got the trade feature update. We're always looking for ways to make the trading and the marketplace fair and rewarding for everyone in Trove. As part of this effort, we're making a small update to how trading features are unlocked. I mean, it makes sense though, because like usually, like, why would you say like I'm not gonna lie and then just say what I was gonna say? I mean, I only said it there specifically because I don't know if people think I'm profiting off the game from being in the creator program, or if the devs specifically told us to say good things about the game or something. Trying to emphasize the fact that he disagrees. Yeah, I mean, he disagreed with what I said, which is fine. He has his opinions and stuff. Also, okay, wait, hold on. Because it's really, I'm looking at the stream, it looks so weird that there's a guy behind me, which is me. So I don't know if I should, like, should I be in the, I can go here or something, or I can go up here, or maybe I can just go off screen. I can do hand cam, but like wait, is it this side? Yeah, this side. So I can just be a hand over here. Yo, Miss Murray, how's it going? Review of your own video. It's the Wahoo reacted to my video of the trading. All right, so we're gonna do a hand cam here. Funny that you and you line up for, I know, it's insane. Without the background either. I don't know. I guess I can go here, but I don't know if I'm blocking anything. I shouldn't be. I would sit next to you just like twins. Yeah, there we go. Except I have a beard now. I have a different shirt. I have a smiley face for my shirt. And I guess my hair has grown a tiny bit more. No, it's about the same. I don't know. All right, let's keep going.
This is also for new accounts. So if you're already
a reaction is
basically playing the game for
GTA
right now,
6.
You can, you know, you're not affected. True. Some people have been having a bug where they were restricted, not, you know, but
people are still having that bug, by the way. I told them to relog and log back in.
It should be that it fixed it, basically. And if there's any issues, make sure you contact for support. If
he's got the better room than I do.
If you already
like, no room behind me,
supposed to be restricted as well. But yes, existing players are not going to be affected. That's also what he says in this one right here.
So the camera's saying so instead of getting mastery 20 like you would usually do to unlock trading, they're gonna add in a different feature, which we'll get into in a second. Wait, so money requirements to unlock trading will turn a lot of players into Iron Man, specifically if they are from third world countries like me. Or they might just not play at all. Yeah, I think, in my opinion, I think it'll make players kind of go away from this game a little bit, because like progression in this game is going to be very, very slow if you don't use the marketplace. Like, you can do it, but me personally, I wouldn't really find that fun. CashinClean the opposite. Yeah, pretty much. Existing players are not affected. Like it says, if you played Trove at any point since 2021, you can continue trading just like before. But also, it's kind of weird. Since 2020, what about the OGs? Like 2015, 2016 or something? I don't know. Either way.
Yeah. Of course, since 2021, that also means, of course, people before that. But anyways, that doesn't really matter.
Does it mean that to unlock trading before using certain trade features? And marketplace functionality. A returning player from that statement alone is fine. I don't think trading should be that they don't have to pay away. I mean, I guess, I don't know. Maybe they should, but the current situation where you just get mastery 20, I think that's fine. If they wanted to change it up a little bit, I guess sure, they could do that. But then we get into the issue, which in my opinion, I think it's an issue. So, how do new accounts unlock trading? New accounts can unlock trading by purchasing a real money item worth 5 USD or more from the in-game store, and price may vary in other currencies. So you guys can...
Yeah, so again, he's basically saying, again, you have to purchase something...
I really hope Wahoo doesn't get me on a horrible freeze frame, because he pauses it instantly. So I'm hoping I don't have like a sus... Maybe I gotta move myself back to that side. I don't know. I don't want to be stuck on a horrible freeze frame here.
Money item from the store, as I talked about before. It is something you do get in the game, so it's not like you just pay those $5 to unlock, you know, trading, and you just get that extra as well. Now you actually also get, when you spend, I think, like buy something also for $5 US. You actually also get a dragon.
That's true. You do get the dragon.
Maybe I haven't spent money on Trove for a while, and not a new accounts either. But yeah, I think that's just kind of how it is. But you do get something out of it. It's just not a hey, you have to pay for unlocking that. You just basically get it as soon as you spend $5 or more. You also get that as your extra thing as well. You can now also trade with other people.
That's true. I guess I could have mentioned the situation here. So $5 to unlock trading, and I guess you can unlock this early on, so just paying $5. But like a new player just getting into the game, like making a new player pay $5 just to, maybe I shouldn't have said making you pay because you don't have to pay. So I guess I could have probably mentioned that you don't have to pay the $5. I just believe it's gonna make the progression so much slower. And that's gonna deter players away. That's what I meant. Trading. That is.
You're not just only you're not only unlocking trading. You're also getting whatever pack you're buying, or if you're buying patron, you're also getting that as well. So maybe you never even like noticed that you were actually not allowed, or you couldn't trade or use the marketplace either. Because in the beginning, like the first, let's say until like, I mean, say mid-game, but at least the first,
you don't have
let's say 10 hours or so.
Yo, what up, Julian? I'm doing okay. What about you?
You don't really need to trade anybody. You don't really know anybody yet, basically. So at that time, you do know if you want to keep playing the game and then spending a little money on the game to support a free-to-play game. If you play X amount of hours,
oh my, wait, X amount of hours. Yo, Joshi, big thank yous for the 5 gifted. Huge shoutouts. What is that? Yo, Senpai Teach, Ribs, Rice, Kazoo, and the Kaboom. Yo, big thank yous. Basically, unlocking it just means you have decided to, yeah, pretty much. You're locked in if you pay that $5. Like, there's no turning back. $5. I mean, some people it's kind of a lot, but. Yo, what's up, Ring? How's it going? We're just reacting to Wahoo reacting to my video on the trade situation, the $5 one, which I'm assuming you know about, but just and all in fair play here. He's just giving criticism on my video, which is fair to do. Yeah, so that's my face cam that way. Wait, that way, and that's Wahoo reacting to me, and then I'm here in the middle. Haven't been here in a while. Yo, what up, Nixie? How's it going?
Game. You're not obligated to spend any money in a free-to-play game. You can just do that. But I do feel like if you've, invested that much time in the game, you actually like the game, and maybe you want to support it a little bit. You don't.
Please don't catch me on a bad freeze frame. That's all I ask.
Totally optional.
Video.
I'm not saying
I'm not promoting
have a good
anybody
spending their money on video games because you never know when a video game is going to be, going out of business and you shut down and you lose all your money. I talked to a friend yesterday and he was playing this mobile game. He hasn't spent any money on it. He's just like, taps his phone sometimes and stuff like that. But he showed me a guy that was like spending $300,000 on the game.
What?
Like
$300,000 on a game?
Right? And I'm not saying that anybody has that kind of money, but I'm just saying
what is that guy's morning routine? What the heck?
I don't know with the money he gave
making
them.
$200K to spend on a mobile game.
A game could always go out of business, and
one good
you just don't have that money anymore. So that's why I don't promote people spending money on a video game. But if you are going to do it, then make sure you are responsible about doing so as well. So it doesn't. It's basically the thing where you can buy really expensive food and you can buy normal food. And why would you? Because it tastes really, really, really good, right? The really good food tastes really, really good. But it's not necessary because
McDonald's burgers. You said food. I had to. McDonald's burgers versus Five Guys burgers. I think McDonald's, if you're on the go and like you need something quick, it's perfect. However, good food, I guess, more. It'd fill you up longer. Five Guys. Because they're thicker, and you have to get the milkshake. Like you just have to, and then you just kind of get more for your buck, bang for your buck. I can already hear the new diss track. I'm not making any more diss tracks. That's not happening. $5 for a game that you enjoy isn't much at all. That's true. That's true. So yeah, if somebody enjoys Trove and they want to take it a step further, then they can unlock it if they want to. Trove devs have their quirks. Yeah. They're interesting individuals. We have neither McDonald's nor Five Guys here. Wait, what? I guess You have a pretty good burger place over there, right? Something like that. I don't know. I was just basically just comparing two places that sell
basically,
burgers.
you just need food to survive.
I don't know why I
right?
made that
so
comparison in the first
really
place.
Makes sense to buy it, but you want it because it tastes really, really nice. And it's kind of the same thing here. You can, you know, keep playing, free to play, and you never.
However, I've never had a bad milkshake before.
I feel like there's some comparisons to that it's not necessary, but maybe you do want to spend that extra money for that. I don't know if it was the best analogy.
Yo, Silver,
thing, but
so basically what they're saying is they want you to play Trove Iron Man, and if you do pay, it just kind of adds on to the whole pay to win thing. So
all right, so I just want to address the pay to win thing because I think that's very, very important here.
Not like this.
I never see Trove as pay to win because you're not winning anything. I just want to like. If you go into paying to win,
I don't know what that is,
if you pay to win, for example, if you
Clutter,
went into, let's say, a drag race or something like that, let's say you're two cars and you pay the other guy to not even drive at all, and then you basically win the match, right? But there's no winning in Trove.
Okay,
there's really no winning.
Yeah, pay to win. I mean, I just say pay to win because that's just what everyone uses. I guess pay to advance is probably the better word to use. So I guess I could use that in the video.
Trove.
Just pay to like advance faster in the game.
I know that people say, hey, you know, if you're number one on the leaderboards, you won the game. Well, that's to you. It's not to me.
Yeah,
I mean, like 1,000.
Trove doesn't really have a. You can do anything in Trove. There's not really a clear objective. You can do whatever you want
or something like that. And
just
to
got
me,
home from doing
being number one on the mastery is not winning the game. If it is to you, then sure, that's the perspective you have. But the perspective I have is that I do not win. So if your perspective is that you want to be number one on the leaderboard, yes, then it is pay to win.
Pay to market, yep.
Pay to progress faster, which I think it is.
Pay to progress.
You have, for
That's example,
a better word for it. Patreon gives you a lot of bonuses that makes you progress faster. It doesn't make you number one on the leaderboard. It will if you put in the time, and you also buy a bunch of other packs and such. But pay to win is very, very different than pay to progress. So just want to make sure that that's my opinion about it. So if you think it's pay to win, sure, that's totally you. That's your opinion. I'm not going to be.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just saying this is my opinion about it. That it's pay to progress faster,
I don't know.
Pay to progress. If you want to say it like that.
I don't want there to be any more bad ones.
Winning,
I don't know how many times
that's how it seems to me, right? And again, you don't win in Trove by paying things. At least in my mind,
I've been done dirty with the freeze frame
tied into that. But again, it's all skins. For example, if you buy a skin pack, for example, yes, there is some mastery in that, and sure, that gives you some power in the end and all that stuff. But it actually is not that much. If you look at your power, if you go in game right now, for example, if I go in game right now, gems are what is basically boosting all of that. And yes, you can also pay for your gems to progress faster on those for real money. But I haven't done that, and I'm saying, yeah, you can say, well, you've also been playing a long time. Yeah, I've invested a lot of time, so I now can also harvest all of those rewards because I've been playing a long time. And you can take a shortcut by using your real money if you want to choose to do so, or you have to put in your time to do so. Time is money, money is time. So that is just my 2 cents about the pay to win. I don't think Trove is pay to win because, again, you're not winning unless you have a perspective of being number one on the leaderboards. If that is your win, then sure, I guess you were totally right about the pay to win.
I gotta have the mastery. That's how I define win in this game. I guess other people can look at it differently. That's pretty much what they're saying. Now, I know that there are people that buy Patreon. Yeah, I did say, I don't know. Maybe I could have worded that different. You don't have to spend money in the game, but I guess technically you do if you want to get rank 1 mastery eventually. But I guess maybe that's where I was coming from for eventually getting to rank 1 mastery. I feel like every video I talk about is assuming you're going for rank 1 mastery, unless they say otherwise. I don't know. But I know the exact items that are included in this. Like, I don't know if Patreon will count.
I'm pretty sure
Patreon should, since it meets the 5 USD requirements. And then I would imagine, like, just buying something as little as this, the credits, that should count, or the credit pouches. But the big thing is, why do we need to? My theory, I guess, for this is they're trying to combat the dupers from this. Feel like that a little bit. If somebody that was cheating were to destroy the marketplace, they would have to pay the $5. Now, let's put it this way. If somebody has the ability to dupe, that means they're obviously going against I mean, low-key, that's, not really a hot take, but in my opinion, they shouldn't have mastery for spending money on the game, but that's just my opinion. But I see that they want to make money, so that's what they want to do to us. And if you had the ability to dupe, these people are most likely profiting from the game.
If they are profiting, if they are making money, let's just put it in the right ways. If they are making money off the game, then sure, you cannot, stop that. And there's many loopholes in all of these ways of basically, if people are going to find those loopholes any way they can.
Also, welcome on
that's
in.
why I said in the beginning, I don't think it's the completely right solution, but I don't have a better solution to stop.
I think a solution, the one, I don't know if you're in here, Summer, but you mentioned that if you, so basically if you list something on the market, that item should be tied to the player that listed it, and then whoever buys it, and that should also be, like, there should be a way to track where the items are going. That way, if somebody is duping, then, like, we know where it came from and where it ended up, and then they could actually remove it, and if the players are, I don't know, selling it or doing whatever with it, then I guess the devs can take action towards that if they want to. 29k now. Yo, nice. Congrats. Like really close to 30k. Then soon D14. I lost my train of thought though. Well, I think I pretty much said it though.
The duping, other than fixing the things that makes people do the things, and maybe this is one of the steps in that, trying to make some sort of reality to this problem. So I will also talk about this later on, about other options and such. And again, I also want to, I basically
said Mr. Clunkers was the other one that gave that idea.
The problem,
so shout out to him as well.
You don't come with any fixes to it. But I think this is completely a code thing where they should just, fix the code. I don't think that we should. I think there should be some restrictions to when you can trade and when you can use the marketplace. I don't know if $5 is the right step.
Sorry, a lot of you guys wrote something. Anyone want to give me like 400 mil? Luna, we don't have 400 mil just growing on trees like that. You might want to build a flux school and stuff. I mean, I don't know. That's kind of a lot of flux, low key. There's no reason why the market needs to be anonymous. Yeah, 100% agree. They could have because like in Genshin, for example, you're tied to like a UID, like you have your own number. And I think Trove has something similar. That's how people are able to join each other, even if they're on offline mode and stuff like that. So I think they could easily do that with the market. Name some basic stats. Yeah, I think that would be really good if they did something like that. I think that would fix a lot of the issues too. Gundam became like worthless recently because of the duping on consoles. On PC, it's still fine. So far, it's still fine. So. Hopefully I didn't just jinx it.
Right direction, but there's other options as well, but those has also loopholes as well. So
wait,
that's basically what I'm saying. I don't think it's a problem, so I don't really have any solution to it either, because I don't see it as a problem. But I feel like it's a step to trying to make people just not make an account, and then of course also make that as a
prepare
hey,
for Gundam crash. I don't want it to happen.
And then flush the whole system or whole marketplace, right?
So I would imagine thousands, even millions of dollars potentially. And you might think I'm joking, but there are people that have made millions just off of this game just from selling items. So the $5 is just meaningless. And even if they increase that price, that just hurts newer players even more. So right now their core focus is just the people that play the game right now. And at a certain point, like, the updates are just not getting any better. There's just constant duping going on. Things are just untradeable. We don't even have access to the trade post still, which is crazy. So because...
And I just want to mention this because he says we don't have access to the trade post either. But I feel like the devs, and I'm not here to be their lawyer or anything like that. I just want to say that the problem is not only the devs here. It's not only the devs, it's also the community. I'm not saying the community,
I can agree with
like
that.
My community or anybody else, CashinClean's community or anybody. But there is a few bad eggs in there. Like we are maybe like 30,000 people playing this game on PC at least, or maybe a little bit more. Maybe there was like 10 or 20 people.
I think we just talked about this. I think I think we came to the conclusion about 10,000 people total, because what was it? If for the XP leaderboards, that is, and then that's assuming that many people are using alt. So what was that 12.5 divided by 2, and then whatever console is. So that's I don't know. We'll just round up to 10k, 10 to 15,000 or something. actually play this game? Maybe, but maybe that's still too much though, because I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know why I said not gonna lie. I'm not lying, but on in global chat, I hardly ever see people talking. I don't know if it's my global chat, but that and then also club chats usually don't really see many people talking. I know Tabby Tavern's pretty active, but and Lazare is pretty active, but usually don't really see much going on for the most part. So if people play at all, my assumption is around 5 to 10k real players. Yeah, it's kind of hard to track because I know a lot of people use alts, and I'm like a lot of people use alts, and there's the 5 account limit. So, and the fact that they're on the XP, so I mean 12.5k on the XP leaderboards, and then that's like, you have, wait, really? You never made an alt account? That's interesting. But yeah, if we cut the leaderboards in half for that, that's like around, what, 7k? Plus we add up the console. I don't think there's many people on Switch. Oh yeah, during COVID, yeah, probably. May use even more than the... Yeah, that's true. And then there's also the Shapestone bots. That's gotta be like 30, at least 30 accounts right there. Or something. What happened to the dude who was planning to buy Trove and ride? I have no idea. The guy just went Hollywood. He was actually gonna help me edit my videos. We came to like an agreement, but man just went Hollywood. I don't know. So I don't know what happened to the guy. Just disappeared.
It's a very, very small fraction of people that are destroying the game for everybody else, because there's a lot of people that don't use all of these things, and there's also people who use some other things, and so on and so on. I don't know the exact numbers, but I'm just guessing that it's a very few people that actually are doing this, and maybe it's all the people that are doing it. I don't know.
Grand total of 100
like
players.
Ask people, everybody I see, like, are you cheating or are you duping things? But my point is, basically,
my next video, I'm gonna go around to every random person. I'm gonna ask if they're cheating, and if and I'm sure they'll be telling the truth, of course. So we'll figure it out that way.
That I feel like it's not a like 100% dev's fault. I don't think it's a 100% community fault. Basically, I feel like it's a 50-50 thing, because the devs should have really
nice. That's a fair point.
If they can do so. I am not a programmer. I'm not an engineer. All that stuff. But I think they should be having their game basically as good as they can get it. And if they can't, then if they have the resource it out, if they want to try to do so as well. But I also feel like the community.
I think the other issue is that the devs that we had a long time ago are all, for the most part, all gone. We have like newer devs, so they're kind of picking up on what the previous devs have done. So I feel like there's a bit of issues there as well.
Has some responsibility. Like the devs have responsibility, but we also have responsibility.
Like, I don't know if we still have a dev saying, that's been around
I'm not going to dupe. So if people just stop duping, for example, let's say we live in a perfect world where everybody just stopped duping, the duping problem will be over. You see that? How easy that was to fix if people did that.
Could you imagine Trove without any dupes or anything? Like, we'd still have tradable chaos chests, dragon. Oh, I don't know if they'd still be, but like all that stuff. 2019 on PC is when I started. 2016 on console, I believe it was still Trine Worlds in 2016. I think I started playing right after it got bought out. I'm pretty sure. Humanity can't have nice things. It's even in real life like that in some cases. How are these people duping their bank accounts? No, I didn't play in beta. Or I don't know how it worked on console, but I just started in 2016 on console. I thought the game was already out for a while, because there's a lot of people that were already like pretty far up there. And when I say far up there, I'm talking like 10 to 15k power rank, and that was a lot back then. From like just starting the game, but yeah, I don't know. It was when I came back to the game, I was just surprised that it transferred ownership.
I'm not gonna do that, and I don't live in the fantasy world.
In beta? That is insane.
Basically, you still
play the game actively.
Fix it by people stopping. If people stop doing that, hey, that fixes the problem. If the devs just fix the game, then they would also be done with it, right? So it basically goes both ways. I'm not saying it can only be the devs' fault having all these things. It can also be the communities, because they're the communities that are doing it. It's not the devs that are duping their own items.
Could you imagine the devs were the ones duping this entire time? That would be insane.
I'm just saying that we basically have 50-50 responsibility for, you know, also doing the, you know, following the rules.
Like, I haven't heard
you know,
I haven't heard anyone getting banned. I'm not gonna lie.
Follow rules,
no one. I've been in a lot of Discords.
which is crazy.
I talked to a lot of people. I believe not one person I've heard get banned is just gonna keep going down, and it just doesn't make sense for a new player. Like, I can't really recommend this game anymore to a new player. Like, even before the trade restriction stuff, like, I wouldn't really recommend the game to a new player.
All right, so I just want to address this. I know I haven't gone long in the video, but I just want to address this. Basically, he says he can't recommend the game to a new player. I still feel like it really can. Still, like, I don't think that this is anyway. Again, I feel like Trove has been in the best place it's ever been.
Okay, I will say, like, people obviously don't have to listen to my opinion. I just right now at the how Trove is right now, I wouldn't really recommend it to anyone. But if they like it, then, you know, my opinion shouldn't pretty much stop them from doing what they want to do. Like, if I say something, like, it's not necessarily true. So, like, you can, if you want to disagree, go for it, or if you want to play the game, then by all means. And even, like, returning players, if they want to play, then, like, go for it. I'm just saying, like, what I think of the game. If anyone told me they wanted to start playing Trove, I'd recommend that to a therapist immediately. I mean, it's not that bad. Trove is in a funky place because of all that duping and stuff, but I don't think it's that bad.
Content-wise, game-wise, we don't have any lag anymore. You know.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, no lag is really good.
Trouble with these cheaters, and I know they're very on top of it, and they're trying their best. But again, basically,
and then just the updates that we've been getting, like. I mean, the one that I can think of right now is just we got Crystal 5 gear, then I guess back to back we got Mystic gear, like same year, just a few months later. That's I guess it kind of makes sense the way they did it, because you need Crystal 5 to get Mystic, but I think gear wise they could have waited a little bit. And then, I don't know, gems, maybe they could have waited a little bit. I have no idea what they're thinking with martial arts. It's just it's so random having the martial arts thing. I don't know if I should even get into it, but there's really much meaning behind the martial arts stuff. I guess you get the extra lights, but
people just stop doing that.
I would be fine without it too.
I know. But if people just did that, the problem would already be fixed, right? That's the thing. Then this wouldn't be an issue. We didn't have to have the $5. So basically,
Jazzy,
if people
bright yellow,
did stop duping, there was no necessary for buying, putting trading, and you know such things under the marketplace underneath the $5 that you would have to spend in a game to do so. So I'm just saying, hey, maybe we should not only fire, you know, shots at the devs, but we should also maybe kind of talk to a community. I know CashinClean is also against cheating and all that stuff, but my point is just we should also be realistic about what we basically who we are blaming for these kind of things, because again, it's not the devs that are 50-50. Making the dupe.
Wait, I wish everyone wouldn't do any illegal activity. We would have 0 deaths caused by gun violence on our planet. But it's impossible. Yeah, that's true. We can't, I guess, we can't have a perfect society, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, yeah, that's true. Thank you. Wait, Luna, I missed your message. Did you get stuck on the asking for 400 mil bit instead of the fact that yeah, I mean, I guess, then again, I don't know. That's insane that you have that much. I don't know how you did it, but fair plays.
It is the community
player just from the current state of the game. If you got 600 mil, you could easily get the 400. Then, yeah, maybe I would. Or if somebody's a returning player, maybe I can make the recommendation. But right now, I don't think I can. And the fact that they added this on top of it, I can't recommend this to a new player. I'm going to be honest. Like, I just can't. If I'd never seen this game before, like, I would think it's pretty fun. You know, there's stuff to do. It's a grindy game. But when they really get into the time-gated resources, realize they have to spend money on the game, then that's just not fun anymore. Like,
again, you don't have to spend money on the game. Oh my god,
what is this freeze frame?
It's really still very optional. If you want to progress to the end, you probably need, you know, the marketplace and trading and such. Oh my god. Of course, that is a core part of the game.
I think I gotta move my camera back.
Like I said, 500 hours in the game, like just the 10 hours, 20 hours in the game. I really feel like you are going to spend a little bit of money on the game. I feel like
I thought it was too much when they did like Deepstone Depth Score.
Would be sort of a little bit of a courtesy thing. You know, thank you for all the content. And there is like real money real money. There's real people behind it, right? That also has to make a living, and I'm saying you should do that. I'm not saying that at all. Just hear me out. The point is,
yo, what's
you
up,
know,
lads?
you
Two
could
caching
give a little bit.
cleans.
It wouldn't be too hard to do so. Take, for example, you know,
This
Netflix subscription.
this,
take a subscription
this
to
is Wahoo.
World of
He's
Warcraft.
another
You can't
content
even play
creator.
World of Warcraft if you don't pay
Just
every
giving
single
some
month.
criticism
And I know,
on my video, which I told him
Trove
it was
is not
cool
World
to
of
make.
Warcraft in any
So
way,
no
but
beef,
I'm just
no
saying,
hard feelings or
there's
anything.
other ways as well. People, you know, pay things to actually enjoy things as well. So I don't see why Trove shouldn't. I don't say Trove should have like a bunch of things you have to pay or you have a subscription or anything like that. I'm not saying Trove should add that at all, because then I would also probably stop playing if they had a subscription. So I'm not saying that at all. But my point is basically that spending $5 on a game is not very much, and it could be much for somebody. I know it can be much for somebody. But then there is definitely other options you can go out there and choose, and he kind of talks about that as well.
I'm gonna be honest, I'd rather pay for skins what the heck is this? Than buying the thing for
he's,
okay,
like I said right there, we'd rather buy, spend it on, you know, those $5 on, you know, for example, like it says Overwatch, and I would also rather spend my $5 on, for example, I would pay that for play, you know,
dude, $5. I could use that for I guess you can get a coffee. I don't drink coffee. I get a vanilla steamer though, no caffeine. I can get that for $5. With $5, I can get a burger from McDonald's. Maybe fries with it. I don't. Inflation's things are kind of expensive right now. Enjoying spin kicking mummies and rows online at the moment. All right. Well, I guess if you do come back to Trove, we welcome you.
What I was about to say. I
wish
I could use some Pokemon cards, right?
Me.
Instead of spending on Trove, for example.
Ooh, Pokemon cards.
If they said, "Hey, you should, you know, spend those $5 to play the game," I would pay those $5.
I mean,
take, for example, also.
Yeah, I get that $5 can be hard to get for some people. Like there can be some tough times, but like getting $5. I mean, I don't really know what it's like in other parts of the world, but I'm sure you guys have neighbors. Like maybe you can ask a few neighbors to walk their dog, walk their cat, I don't know, mow their grass. It's gonna snow soon, depending on where you are. Or maybe it doesn't snow, I don't know. But you can shovel their driveway. Monthly wage on Brazil is $200, by the way, on conversion. Wait, monthly 200. Well, I mean, okay, an hour worth of work. Wait, no, it should be transferred into your currency. So whatever 5 USD is should transfer to. Oh, then again, I don't know what that would be. Is it not? Then yeah, I don't know about that. But yeah, I guess some places can be, but like you can still do other stuff to. Never owned a cat. Walking a cat does not happen. Okay, I've seen some people walk their cat before. It's a possibility, but anyway, back to my points. Shoveling driveways, cutting neighbors' grass. That is if you'd have to ask, obviously, and if they're cool with it. Must be $5 no matter which currency you have. Yeah, I mean, I guess either way, just like working a little bit. Because like in America, you just work an hour, but I guess in other areas, you'd have to do a little bit more working to get the $5.
Diablo, I play Diablo, and to continue playing that, I have bought the new expansion. I bought the lowest one because I don't care about all those other bling things. But to continue playing, you know, for example, also World of Warcraft about Zega.
Okay, I've seen people walk fishes before. There was an Instagram post about somebody walking their fish. I feel like walking a cat would be somewhat reasonable.
Diablo. If I was to continue playing Diablo, then of course I would 100%. I have to, you know, pay that price of yeah, I don't know what it was, but like $15 or something like that. And I know again, Diablo 4 is nothing like Trove and such, but
yeah,
there's points where other games has done so as well. And I'm not making excuses for Trove, but I'm just kind of normalizing the whole thing. I'm just kind of saying, you know, that you should maybe reconsidering not making it that big of a controversial.
$5. And I mean, I know that I have it already since I obviously have been playing since 2021. I mean, even before that. But going back to the whole $5 thing, this isn't gonna fix the game at all. Like from right now, I think for somebody else or kid to do those moon I can't say moon mundane. Sorry, I can't say that word. things is first world country culture out here. No, wait, nobody does that really. Is in comparison. Wait, comparing a DLC at a feature. Comparing like the other games and stuff. Average monthly salary being 200 USD. $5 would be a tad too much. Yeah, I guess. I don't know then. I guess that would be pretty rough. Which Wahoo I think mentioned that a little bit. The $5 thing being for some people. Being some people it would be tough to get. Not against the new $5 policy, by the way. Just wanted to shed some light on the idea. Yeah, it's. I mean, the thing is that it's just people can bypass it. Is the thing on PC that is. So I guess on console. Oh, I don't know. Maybe there's a way to bypass it on console. I don't know, but just from like the things that I know from Trove, my knowledge about this game, the people I've met, the things that people are capable of doing. Right now, Trove is just not in a good place, and it's not going to get better because these band-aid fixes aren't really band-aid fixes. They're just going to keep getting worse. In the devs' eyes, I don't know what they really think about all this. I have no idea who thought that this was going to be a great idea. Just a dev sitting in the chair being like, hey, let's make it so new players have to pay $5 and then they can have access to the trading, and then that'll fix the duping because surely they wouldn't want to spend $5. Well, it's a horrible idea. They could have come up with a different solution.
Yeah, and I basically want to, kind of talk about this. So basically he is like kind of framing the problem, but he's not really providing any solutions. And no shade to CashinClean here.
No shade at all.
Just like to see
I guess solution. Let's see. Solution to this idea. I mean, having the like knowing where the items are going, that's going to be a big one, which they can do. So if you tie the items to a player, like where the item came from and where it ended up, and that would save. That would be huge if they just did that. But that's an idea. I'm sure there's other ideas that I can't really think of right now.
Solutions to, okay, what can we do then to fix it? Because he thinks it's a problem. And I'm not saying he doesn't work for Gamigo or he's not a developer or anything like that.
Maybe I am.
I do think
Could you imagine I was the dev this whole time?
A few, like,
I was the one causing this mayhem.
It's what you actually do want. And I know that he, of course, wants this to not be $5 restriction for the trading, and he doesn't want, of course, those things.
I just think it's weird paying money to unlock something in the game that
he doesn't want. That
it's a pretty core feature of the game.
I would just like to see a few solutions to it.
You're asking you to come back.
I don't have them either myself, so I'm not really blaming him for here. But I'm not.
Purchase,
it's more of a general thing
selling items.
I do see. So it's not specifically on CashinClean.
Yeah,
it's more of a general thing that.
Buying stuff from the market is pretty, I guess, pretty important. Like, it saves you a lot of time. I've never really played MapleStory though, but man, the fact that you have to purchase stuff. I guess you can play it free, but I don't know. It's well known that these dupes are coming from inventory mismatch due to instance crashes or player side crashes. If that's the issue, change on the code of the game how they handle a item leaving and entering a player's inventory. I mean, the big thing is like which player's inventory exactly. That would be big. And they should. I would imagine they have ways of tracking specific items, like the Yabanata Pinatas, for example. Like, they knew how many we threw total, so they could easily, I'm sure, either implement or maybe they have a way, like dev score, for example. Like, I don't know, I'm sure somebody out there probably has, like, I don't know, millions upon millions of dev score, so they could see which player has that, maybe even investigate the player to see if they're doing shady things, and then there we go. When I started playing Trove, there was no market and Flux wasn't the main currency. I do vaguely know about that stuff, but I guess I don't really know how Trove was played back then compared to now. Because you guys didn't have gems either, didn't you? It was just gear. So it was just, you had your character and then gear, I think. Oh yeah, Mario, you would know as well. From the beta days. The counterpoint to Wahoo here, if the duper/botters can make enough money from doing it, they will keep duping/botting. Yeah, that's what I mentioned early on. Wait, they do that in old school RuneScape? Botters happy pay the monthly membership fee. Yeah, I don't think, I mean, on top of that, they can just bypass it, so it's not going to be an issue for them. Glim and Shadow, yeah, I know about those ones. The market isn't 100% necessary, but we did use the trade booths. Oh, I see. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's that. I mean, I don't know. I think the market just helps out a ton, is all I'll say for that. Because, like, farming Mystic Gear will take so long. It's possible, but it's gonna be a lot of farming. And I guess some players are all about the farm, I guess. I don't know. Dupers would keep it low-key and not just mass list things on the marketplace and distribute it for free, so it kind of points out that they are doing it with malicious intent. I think the people that are like destroying the market, like they've already most likely profited off the game. Maybe they still are, I don't know, but I think they would most likely have made a lot of money from the game. So yeah, the $5 wouldn't really mean anything to them. Where the game follows the path, for example, I will resume the slots. You try to put an item on a chest. The item first enters the chest. 2, the item now leaves your inventory if a crash happens after the action 1 happens. Now the server only renders the item entering the chest, but not leaving your inventory. There you go. Doofus happen. That's what I mean. Change how the handshake. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It might just be too complicated for them to do though, with how the game is optimized. I don't know if optimized is the right word, but just how the game is. Someone has made a ton of money. I know that there's people that made a ton of money off this game. Like, enough to retire, which is crazy to even say. Before Glimmy was called... Oh yeah, Warp Seed. I wasn't there for that, but I do remember people talking about that. But, alright.
People just said, I don't like this, and then that's just it. Like, then they're just like, okay, where do we go from here, right? So it was more of a general thing. I've said this before, so I just wanted to mention it again. So no shade to CashinClean.
I mean, I'm not really part of the dev team, so I'm not one taken. So I can't really contribute in any way here. But if they actually go through it,
I do want to say that you can contribute, and maybe not this situation, but you can like give them feedback on what you
the overall of the game engine. Yeah, I just think it might be a little bit complicated for them to fix that. I can't really see people continuing to play Trove. Like, yeah, we have our core player base already. People are just going to end up quitting. People might even start getting trade banned.
I do want to say this, that people always like kind of quit games. It's not a big deal. That's just what happens, and then people come back. Seen plenty of people come back
always
to
leave and come back.
I've seen many people also, like I've seen many people leave. I've seen just as many people coming back to the game and kind of messaging to me, oh, do you still play? I haven't seen you in like 2, 4, 5, 6 years or something like that. Sure, I do still play it. I don't play like I used to. I play always a few hours, maybe an hour, depending on how it basically goes.
William Afton.
And what I want to do and how things, what updates there are and what happens in other games as well. Because I just talked about Diablo 4. I've been really invested in that right now, for example. So I'm playing that a lot. So Trove is kind of on the minimum right now. And
then unfortunately,
when that Diablo dies out, the season. And
oh wait, Five Nights. Wait, I watched Five Nights at Freddy's. Not the new one. Wait, is the new one out? I watched the first, or was it the first? I don't know what it was. I watched one of the movies. Did not watch the second one though. Oh brother, wait, what, is that bad? Wait, the movies. The new one is so peak. Do I have to watch it? I don't know. But I'd say it was okay. I kind of expected it to. Well, I don't even remember what happened. I'm not gonna lie. It was a long time ago. Well, maybe a year ago. Maybe not too long.
For that thing, I will, play a little bit more Trove, or I'll play another game or something like that. So it is not only Trove in the world, and if you don't like Trove, you should definitely not play Trove. If you like Trove, you should keep playing Trove. That's kind of it.
Yeah, I mean, I never really played it or got into it.
Still be playing the game,
Five Nights at Freddy's,
even if you just log in every day. That's
what
I've done a few times, So don't get me wrong. Playing the game doesn't mean that you really invest a lot of time into it in some periods or not.
And because eventually the Deep Stone, the Depths Core, all that stuff is going to become tradable again. And they did announce that it'll come out in January. They didn't say when exactly, but in January, they're going to make Deepstone and Depths Core tradable again, and all the other items that they made untradable. I have no idea if they found a solution to that, but this is the thing. They're going to be listed on the marketplace. People are going to buy them, and there's just a possibility that people can get trade banned. And imagine paying $5 to get the marketplace and then just getting trade banned. That would suck.
I just want to say, yeah, it sucks if you get trade banned.
Yeah.
But why would you get trade banned? It's because you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing, right? Like
yeah, but okay. New players will see this stuff and they might need it, and I mean they might not know any better. Like, I mean, we know that they're duped, but yeah, exactly. A noob might not know. That's the thing. So like, so maybe not Depthstone, or not Deepstone, I should say. So maybe not that, for example, because the new player is probably not going to use that. So like, I don't know, Nitro. If like Nitro got duped so many times, so I don't. If a new player could have just bought that and got trade banned, and they would not know because they just wanted to use that for their gear. They didn't want to go farm it. Dev team #1 bootlicker. No, they're pretty chill. 55 KPR. Max is 59 KPR. So you got a bit of catching up to do, Jazzy. But yeah, I will disagree with Wahoo there, because what was it? I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, like a new player might not know if an item is sus or not. Like Frosties, for example, or was it Skellies? I don't know which one was listed on the market. You don't get trade banned for buying duped items. You get trade banned for doing stuff like buying up all the duped items or spamming search nonstop. You do. I have seen people get trade banned for buying duped items, like the Nitro, for example. Especially for the one that happened during the summertime. I have heard people getting trade banned for that. And just like all the other stuff, but I don't know. I just think a new player might not necessarily know.
It doesn't make sense to me, like kind of this statement where saying it doesn't, you know, if you get trade banned or if you get banned in general, you probably did something you shouldn't have. If you did, and if
I mean, I can agree
then
there.
Of course you can appeal, and
but you don't believe it. They lied to me.
I've been playing this game for 10 years. I've been
I know these people very well.
And I've never gotten banned. I've never got a trade.
The buying stuff from the market, I have seen that happen.
At all. Maybe some people like reported me a bunch of times. I hope people have reported me a bunch of times.
Yeah, that's what I think
too. That just shows
because it's just
I have
new
nothing
devs
to
pretty
hide.
much.
I'm not
trying to pick back up where it left off.
I'm not speed hacking. I'm not doing anything that has that sort of criteria. So I would love people to. I'm not encouraging you to kind of waste the devs' times on that, but
guys,
I don't mind because I've got nothing to hide. So if you do get trade banned or you do get banned in general, then you probably did something wrong, because they definitely need those kind of, you know, evidence to do so. Because if you have spent a lot of money on the game, you can actually sue them for
if you did something wrong, then you'll get banned and don't deserve. But I've seen some innocent people also
get your money back or whatever.
Banned for no reason.
You can do that. So. They can't
for
just
buying
go
like
around
Nitro, for example.
Banning. That's also why it takes a very long time
it sucks.
for actually, because they need to have those evidence to see that. Because if somebody goes ahead and you know, reports me, then they have to take that serious, because maybe I can also be a possibility doing that, right? So the point is that we should really you should really just, you know, don't do things, because then you are definitely not going to get.
Right, well, I mean, the Deepstone and Depth Court, they're going to be listed on the market. I think they're going to get bought out, and they are duped. So what happens there? That's the main question.
These things, because you are legit.
I guess we just carry on as normal.
How it is.
Like, it's horrible. I don't really understand the point of this. Now, I don't know if the devs are going to be watching this video in particular, but I really hope they reconsider this situation, because it's not good for the game. And if they want this game to last longer, they really got to think of other alternatives and actually get meaningful fixes, not just a temporary fix. Like, we've had the rampages disabled for so long now. Like, we can't even finish our badges. Yeah, the rampage thing kind of sucks.
Yeah, of course. But again, they didn't have to. Again, I'm just saying they have to basically disable the rampages because of people duping, right? So kind of if people just against.
Ramps are gone. I mean, the ramps are there. They just disabled the beacons. Like, you can't throw them. So you'd have to do either the donation thing in Luminopolis, or you just have to go find them. What was I gonna say though? Oh no, they fixed it though. So like, what was it, during the summertime? It was like anything that was throwable, I guess, because like the fishing nets got duped, and then the character ultimates abilities that you could throw were also getting duped somehow. But let's see, they fixed that stuff. Yeah, pinatas, the most important one, the pinata. They fixed it, so rampages should be fine. I don't know why it's still disabled.
Stop
Maybe
doing
it's
that,
a deeper issue than we know. I don't know.
Disable them, right? Just make kind of sense.
Apply to me. Yeah, the same thing as the pinata. I need to finish them, but we just can't. Yeah, Clutter, it was insane. You missed it. It's been disabled for a super long time. So I don't know. I guess the code or just the game in general is just too complicated to fix. Yo, Arm, what's poppin'? We can do it. Would you be down to do it in an hour or so? No, I'm just so Wahoo over here is reacting to me in this video. He gave some constructive criticism towards my video, which is cool. So I'm just kind of reacting to that. But yeah, in about an hour or so, if you're cool with it. I made server-side check, so it was fixed. Yeah, pretty much. So rampages should be fine unless there's some other issue there. Constructive looking towards the dev team. What do you mean? Days, I would imagine. I guess that's why they just go with these temporary fixes. But if they never get a good way to optimize the game, then I can't really see this game lasting any longer. And personally, my enjoyment for this game really give any examples in this video. So I personally can't really see myself playing this game any longer. If
that's fine. That's fine. People, again, stop. I've seen plenty of content creators coming into the game and playing the game and then leaving again. And that's just what happens. That's just what happens with the game. Like Sushi has said, like, I don't know, 10 million times. Okay, that's maybe also kind of a lot. But
he said he's gonna quit the game
3 or 4 times. Said he's gonna quit Trove, and it's all just for bait.
Laycom is the first person that came to mind who quit the game but comes back. Yo, Saint, thank you for the prime.
CashinClean.
I swear he was white and hiding so hard. No, he's chilling. No, I mean it's all fair play. It's he's just sharing his opinions on the situation. He's free to do so.
I'm not saying that CashinClean is doing that. I'm not comparing him to that, but I'm just saying he said it like 4 or 5 times that he's gonna quit and he's not gonna quit because
I think I've said it. So there was one point in time in like 2022, 23, something like that, where I considered quitting. Then I guess the other one is now. Maybe it happened some other time, but that's the only ones I can remember. But like right now, it's just more so like I'll still play the game, but not as like I'm not gonna enjoy it as much as what I used to.
Knows it's like his living, right? I'm talking about Sushi again, of course. It's not CashinClean has a job and such. So I'm not talking anything about that.
I do have a job.
Again, I really like CashinClean, but my point is just that if people quit the game, then people come back to the game and some people don't ever come back, and that's just how it goes for every game. It's not only Trove. So just keep that in mind.
If things change for the better, then maybe I can see myself playing this game.
Again, I would like him to see like for the better. What sort of for the better? But
yeah,
again,
I guess I didn't really give any examples in this video. I probably should have. Something they can do better. I mean, that market thing that we talked about, that just kind of comes up all the time. Just making it so. I mean, getting rid of the $5 thing. That's my thing, because they can do. That market thing for that. And then as far as making the game better, so far Soul of the Depths have become super easy to get now, like really easy to get. So getting your Mystic gear done is pretty fast. And before it used to take a while, so all the people that worked really hard to upgrade their gear, it kind of sucks because now you can just finish upgrading them pretty quickly. Yeah, Mystic gems too, I guess. Crafted 1 Mystic gem converter. I mean, I don't know, gems will... Okay, I'm kind of thinking about this long-term wise with all 18 classes, so maybe I'm not like the best example for this. Because I prefer to just like... If I'm playing a game like Trove, for example, I'd rather get everything done. So that's power rank included, so all 18 classes. So, I mean, it's nice that they made it easier to do stuff, but I think it just kind of defeats the... like reward system. Like you won't really feel as accomplished. So wait, I'm so engaged in many places of the game. I just join, do what I can. Yeah, dailies, probably weeklies too. And also do your tomes. Building the club. If I would try to rush these time gates, I would just get... I would agree. Because, I mean, time gated things... I guess you could do, like, small things to make, like, little bits of progress, but I guess it won't be as fun.
Sure he means, of course, the duping and stuff like that. Again, what the solution is, that's
but right now there's nothing. Like, I'm gonna give you guys an example. I can join. Oh, I gave an example, and I guarantee you, I can find people teleporting to dungeons. Like, it's just become so normalized now, and nothing. How many of you guys have joined a D15 and somebody's teleporting to a dungeon? I feel like that happens pretty often, so I feel like my point there is pretty valid. Because I see it all the time when I join D15. There are maybe not today when I just started playing, but I guess it depends on the time of day. Items, and
then of course report those people if you see them teleporting, and then yeah.
More new content. Yeah, we need a mana update. I don't understand the point of that. Martial arts, don't understand the point of that. The fishing, I guess, can stay because they have the Pond of Power, which I guess gives some stuff, but not really as helpful. You don't really need it. Star chart was good. Gear crafting was good. What else is there? I'm kind of blanking on bad updates. Those are the main ones that kind of come about. And I still don't understand the whole... We got Crystal 5 gear and then Mystic gear, like right after that, same year. Trying to kill a D15 Levi and somebody came from behind, clipped through the... Yeah, it happens all the time. I don't know. It's like normalized now. I think I say it in the video.
Time, right?
Eventually, once they become tradable, they're gonna go on the market. I already know it. And another issue that kind of comes about is when they ban players. So I think it's fine that they're banning people for obviously cheating and just duping and just profiting from the game and stuff like that. But if they have the knowledge to do it again, like just to dupe again, what's stopping them from just creating a new account and then just doing the same thing again? Stand by my point there.
Yeah, and I totally get this as a problem. You know, people can just make, but at least they're giving, you know, the devs $5 to pay them, you know, so if they're making 100 accounts, for example, that's $500 they have to, and sure, they might have the money for it, don't get me wrong, but at least they're getting $500, which they can then pay some.
I don't know, the $500 though, like, with that, like 100 accounts, with that, I don't know how much that would really help the devs, like, I don't really know much about the whole, like how much money a company needs to make in terms of keeping the game alive, I guess. I don't know what kind of finances they have to go through. $500 is a lot. It's a lot to me, that's for sure. But I don't know. To Trove, I mean, yeah, I guess they're making money out of it, but I mean, it ultimately will make the game worse if these dupers, like, because it'll have long-term effects. 30 Chipotle burritos. I mean, yeah, it could definitely get you a good bit of food. It's also a car payment right there. An IP ban. Yeah, I'm surprised Trove doesn't have IP bans. Because I think Overwatch does. But I guess Overwatch is a bigger game. There was another one. Valorant, I think, does it. Wait, I shall continue to worry on, playing almost every day since open beta. I can't see myself ever quitting. Take care, Cash. Gotta go. Alrighty, have a good one, Mari. Appreciate you stopping by. Wonder what the Trove dev I wonder what their salary is too. I mean, they hired Boots, the new community manager. They should be making a good bit of money. I think the devs deserve nothing. Scam. Wait, what? Scam them? No, we can't scam them. Wait, it's good that the cheaters and dupers are paying the devs. I mean, yeah, I don't know how far they can get with that, though. Why can COD IP ban me for cleavage emblem, but Trove account banned for ruining economy? Yeah, they can't do that for some reason. I don't know why. I guess it's too complicated for them. IP bans are not effective. CG NAT exists. HWID bans are more effective. However, that can be spoofed. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know much about all that, but I mean, the fact that you can just create... I mean, if... wouldn't it just make it so you have to get a new PC to even play the game? Or something like that? Or, like, new Wi-Fi? I mean, I don't know how all that stuff works, but... Like, they should have a way to stop somebody from just creating a new account if they got banned. Like, if they did something bad, that is. Yo, flippers. Yeah, there's just two. There's 2 CashinCleans. I got duped.
More people that, you know, might be better at fixing the game.
Channel's
so
name?
There is also an upside to paying those because it is a free-to-play game, so they're not...
Wahoo Gaming.
You know, they can't... Maybe some month they are basically in the negative. Who knows about Trove, right? And sometimes they might be in the positive. And that's just basically how it goes.
Wait,
right?
don't say anything bad, though.
Really, like, there's at least something
he's a nice guy.
that they're getting out of it. And I'm not saying it... paying
I'm
real
not gonna lie, I
money is the
read that
right
it's
solution,
KFC.
but
This doesn't really just apply to PC. It's
gonna be
kind of
confused.
Like console, like the market for console has
But, I
been
mean,
affected
if
for so
that's-
long. They may as well add a subscription
that's what
to
they
the
need,
marketplace or
then
something at this
that's what
point.
they gotta do, I don't
If
know.
they're just trying to make
I'm
money.
not too knowledgeable
they can
in
make
that
money in
field.
so many different ways.
So right here, I think that he could also explain what sort of ways
Naruto, yo, wait, that's such a good point. Naruto is the ultimate duper. He's the best. And then I guess Konohamaru close second. Just want to watch the video later. Yo, sounds good.
they could make money, but yeah, again, he kind of says it in a way where it's kind of like content creators and stuff like that. But, yeah.
But they don't really capitalize on it. And if there was something actually meaningful in the store, we have content creators. We can promote it and we can help drive their sales.
100%, but then we also have to be positive about the game. I'm not saying he should just like say, hey,
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I feel like I have been pretty negative about the game. I don't really mean to, but I just, it's all in good heart. I like the game, so I wanted to do good. That's why I'm pretty harsh on some stuff. Naruto dupes to gangbang. Not like, wait, what? 64 palm style? Okay, I don't know about that, but
change if he
I
doesn't
guess
think it's a great
that'll
change,
be in the next
100%,
anime.
should be totally honest about it. But when he says he can't recommend this game to new players, well, you know, yeah, I feel also kind of saying that you should probably also be kind of positive in some ways. Find a positive in it, like kind of what I feel like I'm trying to feel like.
Okay, I guess for some positivity for Trove, because I always talk about it negatively. Gear crafting, really good update. I think. How should I say this? The overall game, the idea of the game is really good. You pick a character, you level it up, and you make him stronger. And the fact that you can change between 18 different classes is also really cool. Market closing for 1 month was a real good update. No, that was not a good update. I don't recommend that one. But I mean, it helped the game a little bit. I mean, oh, I don't know if it didn't help the game. I don't know, man. What even else was decent in Trove? I'm trying to think about it like a really good update. I guess fishing was okay. Star chart, there we go. Star chart was good. Really good update. You guys play this game that is ruined by 20 hackers. Don't worry, you won't be discouraged from trying to collect resources at 1 out of 10,000 times the rate of the hackers. Yeah, they're not only are they profiting, but they're making progress fast. The club chest scam was fire, dude. There's I have to remember to ban somebody from Lazaria. Somebody was caught scamming. So I'll have to do something about that, but you're signing up right now. Hey, there we go. Make your Trove accounts. We're happy to have you. Your new main game. There we go.
Like, that's why I'm neutral. I've said that when I began that I'm neutral about this because I'm not actually sure if this is a good idea, but I am definitely not sure about other.
Oh, Black Friday, the patron sale. That's pretty good, but
alternatives to it, and I don't have a solution to what is gonna happen other than, again, they're fixing their game or the dupers stop duping. Basically like that, right? That's the only ones I have, but that doesn't provide very much. But
45k in a week. Like, I was actually going to promote their Patreon. It's possible. On Black Friday, I guess they call it Block Friday. They usually have Patreon on their discounts, but they didn't bring that back this year for some reason. And I was going to promote it, telling you guys that it is a pretty decent option if you're looking to play the game long term, but I never bothered making that video because the deal never came out, so I just couldn't make that video. So I guess with that out of the way, let me know your thoughts overall on what you think about this marketplace situation, because everyone I've talked to, they don't really like it. And there was even doing it, and I'm also in the Trove Discord. Maybe I should make this into a YouTube video. So yeah, I'm not going to get into all of it, but
alright, so I read this. He's not going to go over all of these things, and the first
shout out to NZ.
Long post about this.
I don't know if he's probably not watching this video though, or stream.
The problem and such, but the person do kind of access or kind of suggest some solutions, for example, game time or mastery or so on and so forth. And all of those,
you think I should?
For example,
I guess I'll take through it on.
I
think it could be pretty fun.
How much mastery should it be?
Maybe I should react to Sayushi's content
to unlock that. To
and just other Trove content creators
Sure,
stuff.
I totally get that. Maybe it should just be higher, but then again, you're also making it harder for new players to do so, right? So
I can give
the point
my
is,
overall thoughts
that doesn't help a new
what they
player.
talk
Game
about.
time, again, that doesn't help a new player because you have to be like online, you know, for a certain amount of time, right? And maybe you're already going to do that, but other than that, game time can also have a loophole, for example.
Or I can put the reaction stuff to Trove on a second channel. That could be something as well. Or I can just keep it on the main. I don't know.
Example, because they say, oh yeah, you have to be online for at least 10 hours. What makes the, you know, those dupers not just be online for, you know, 10 hours, right? Then you could do it in sort of, so you have to have certain batches or something like that. They're kind of doing that with the $5 thing, but game time, you can just be online, just create an account way before, have it be online for 10 hours, and then you have your account, right? That's super simple. And there's also other things that basically are mentioned, and I do feel like those are great solutions in some ways, but they also have their own loopholes. Again, the best solution is, of course, that either again the dupers stop, which is not going to be the case, or you basically fix the game so much that you can actually don't do any of these things as well. So again, I feel like there is a lot of great options. There is a lot of good discussion out there, but I'm just saying we should definitely just keep an eye out and kind of provide the feedback that we do have. And I'm basically, the whole video is just, hey, there are nuances to everything, and it's not just this is bad, because
not
people are also doing some bad
solution.
things, right? So maybe this is a bad solution, but this is also what people are doing something bad, right? So I'm just saying we should really
all I'm saying though,
or
$5, the people cheating, they can easily bypass that. That's all I'm gonna say. On here, he's an endgame player, really nice guy. He put out an amazing statement, so if you guys do want to check it out,
I think it is an amazing statement. Don't
and
get
I
me
gave it a
wrong,
thumbs
but
up. So I don't know if
the point is that I don't kind of agree with like the conclusion that this is the stupidest things I've ever seen in my life. It's kind of weird. Just kind of just smacking on them for some reason. It's kind of unnecessary. I don't feel like there's
I guess it is just an opinion, but yeah, fair enough.
Being like that. And of course there's also about a bunch of people, you know, the community, the Discord is just turning into Reddit, where people just like negative for no reason. And I see people basically they just like hammer people the post that they make. And that doesn't
I don't know. I think Wahoo definitely wants
to see
the game to be
there's
good.
just a lot of negativity around it, and I know that people, but when they do something nice, people are still negative about it. Like if they do something, like if they gave away like $100 million to all the
liking the idea.
Oh, why isn't it 200 billion? I feel like there's just so much negativity. This is not about this, but
yeah,
just
the marketplace
in general,
is closed on the weekend.
Like, calm down, guys. Calm down. Like, just if you don't agree with it, just, you know, find something else to do. It's not that really that complicated. You don't really need to spew all your hatefulness and negativity and stuff like that.
The devs are gonna look into it or think about it or reconsider.
But he also, of course, that's the solutions that. That's the post that he was talking about. That was what I was talking about before, also about the.
It's gonna suck for the new players. So I've already said it. Anyone that asks me if they should get back into the game, I'm just gonna say it's not worth it, because I don't want to lie. Like, I'd rather, if you're.
So, I totally want to address this, and I've said this way before. I've said it many times to, maybe not on videos, but I've definitely said it in on streams and stuff like that. People also ask me if it's worth getting into the game, and it's always 100% worth doing anything in life. Basically, it's basically just life. I'm not saying Trove is life.
I will say, yeah, I guess I could have worded it better. Oh my god, my freeze frame's terrible. Wahoo did me dirty here. I was gonna say, I'm free to give my opinions. You guys are free to give your opinions. But at the end of the day, if somebody wants to do something, that's ultimately up to the person if they want to do it or not.
Trove, right? But
we're just here to
basically try it out, see what you think about it,
give
and
direction.
Then if there's bumps away along the way that you do not
convince
like,
or
then there is
but
many other options.
It all just comes down to the person.
Don't make it like, okay, this game is bad. No, maybe this game is just not for you. Like, just like Overwatch, for example. He talked about Overwatch before. I played a little bit of Overwatch.
I don't like Overwatch.
Really
I wouldn't recommend that to anybody either. But if you like the game, go for it.
I definitely not think that I want to play, but does that mean that it's a bad game? No, because they have players, right? Like, I play League of Legends, but I
they have
don't
more
really
players
care
than Trove, so they must be doing something
for example. Not really anything I've gotten into. I don't really, when I see it, it's kind of like I don't really understand it very much. That could also be kind of the issue. But my point is that doesn't make it a bad game. It just makes it a bad game for me, but it doesn't make it a game in general. And I really feel like you should definitely try Trove out. Even if you haven't, you know, you should definitely check it out. Because yes, maybe you only used 2 hours of it, but then at least there was free 2 hours. If you're gonna play World of Warcraft, first of all, you have to buy a bunch of expansions. And I'm not saying again, Trove is World of Warcraft, but
Overwatch
I'm just saying it's
so
a lot
much
easier
from
just to say, okay,
insane.
I played 2 hours of Trove. It's not the game for me.
$70
I haven't
for like
spent any money at all.
mythic
I know
skin,
that World of Warcraft also has that kind of start. You could get level 20 and such, but then you have to buy the game and all that stuff. Kind of like what they're doing right here, right? Kind of in a way. But my point just being that we do play video games, and you should always be responsible with your money. And again, if you play
That's
Trove,
true. Be responsible with the money.
You know, get to
Food
a certain
is pretty
point,
expensive.
and then you
Everything's
have to decide if you want to keep playing. You're basically doing that all the time, right? And if it's not a game for you, you can just not play anymore, and that's totally legit. It's totally okay to play a game and then stop playing the game and then move on to another game. That is totally okay. It doesn't have to be because of that. Maybe somebody's gonna be like, oh, I really love that I have to pay $5. You can't say that everybody's gonna hate paying $5. Some people love paying $5. I talked about that on on that guy on the mobile game, right? He definitely loves playing.
Yeah, I want to know how the guy's 200K on a mobile game is insane.
Devs would probably be very happy if I did so, but or anybody basically. But my point being is that you spend your money reasonable, and there's many reasons why
people spend money on mobile games.
Playing games
200K though, like how?
Playing games.
I want to know what they're doing.
The problem is that
I want to follow in their
don't have
footsteps,
anybody
man.
to play with. So I talk about
Some
that.
people can't afford it. That's true.
Instead, so
the $5 won't be for everybody.
When people play with each other, they are going to, of
Majority's
course,
not rich.
play for longer because they find somebody to play with, and then
I just want to know what they're doing.
Community, and they
I don't know how they're making that.
Sensibility and all that stuff.
Insurance agents.
But I do want to say it's a decent video from CashinClean, and I will also be showing you before I post it. So if you never see this video, then it's because it's either too long, or
I told him to post it. He did tell me, like, he gave criticism and stuff like that on the video. I told him just go for it. I don't really care. So yeah.
Actually, you kind of said
no hate to Wahoo. Like, he's free to have his opinions. I have my opinions.
CashinClean. I still love you, bro.
It's all fair play.
But yeah.
If you're gonna invest your time into something, it just shouldn't be into this game unless you still continue to play it and you actually enjoy it. But if you're a returning player or a brand new player looking into the game and you think it's a good idea, I'm just gonna say don't do it, only because you can use that time for anything else and it'll probably benefit you more than this.
Is that you can't really suggest that. I say again, like I said before, you can't really say that. You should definitely say play Trove, and if you don't like it after 5 minutes, well, then nothing happened. You didn't lose anything. Oh, you lost 5 minutes, but
yeah, I mean, okay. So my thought process there was, like, let's just say I recommended Trove to somebody. Like, sure, they'll play it. They'll most likely get addicted. Like, it's a pretty fun game. Like, don't get me wrong. Like we've all been there. Like, we've started the game. Like, we've spent many nights, like all-nighters even, playing the game, grinding gem boxes and stuff like that. Like, it's pretty fun. But at a certain point, you're just gonna get stuck in the game. So getting to 30k power rank, that could be one, or 42.5k power rank, that could be another one. And then also just being stuck, not being able to do damage. A lot of people usually quit, from what I've noticed, around the 40k mark, 35 to 40k mark, mainly due to time-gated items. And that's where I was kind of getting at with the with this video here. So 42.5k PR was a bitch. Yeah, exactly. Time gated is annoying. Yeah, that's the main thing. So a lot of people will spend a lot of time getting to that point, and then they'll just get stuck, or they just quit, and they'll just kind of lose interest from there. And it might not just be from 42.5k, it could be other things. So all that time, that's what I was talking about. All that time used for that could be used for something else. So that's why I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, you would also lose that on any other game if that was not a game for you. Maybe Trove is gonna be your favorite.
But like I said, that's just my opinion. If you like the game, you don't mind any of that, then go for it.
You never know. Like, I'm gonna take an example from real life, and I don't want to make this a way too long video. It's almost like almost 50 minutes. But I do want to say
this is a really long video, but it's all good.
I didn't know if I wanted to be a teacher, but I tried it out, and then I just loved it. I
I think
never
it's
thought it was.
interesting that Wahoo's a teacher because he's teaching the game too. I guess it's kind of similar. I prefer like coaching, like just I like to find the easiest way to explain things to people and just kind of leave it as that. And I always still look for like the easiest way to explain things to people because like Trove can be pretty complicated. $5 in itself isn't a big deal. What made it become a big deal is the stack of everything that happened before the $5 introduction and the constant incompetence from the dev side. Yeah, I can agree with that. Because the reason why I said the game wasn't in a good state, or why I'm saying it's not in a good state, is mainly just because of those dupes that happen every weekend that destroyed these items, and people just have a lot of these items. Like we saw it with the Heartophones. I think those are still kind of going around, but I don't know, there's just so many items these days that got so mega duped, and then consoles still dealing with the aftermath of it. I'm doing pretty good though, Mish. What's up with you? How's it going?
I was gonna be a teacher, but I tried it. So just try things, and then you can always like. There is sometimes where it's
That's
not
true.
like super.
Try things, but also I'm just gonna disclaimer. I don't think I have to, but just a disclaimer. Don't rob banks. Don't try that. Don't commit a felony. We don't want to do any crimes out here. But
Easy to
there's something
to
you
stop
enjoy, go
something
for
or
it, as long as
continue
it's
something
within reason.
in real life or in video games. But my point is just that you shouldn't be obligated to play anything. So try it out, and then it might end up being the best thing you've ever done in your life, and or it might be the worst thing. Yeah, I don't know. Like I can't tell you how you
I'd say
are
Trove
going
was
to
pretty good.
be
I met
in
some
all
awesome
this, but
people.
all I know
Met you
is
guys
that Trove has
got the
definitely
YouTube
been
channel
one
going.
of the best experiences in my personal life. And I want to continue supporting.
Like out of all the communities I've been a part
can.
of, Trove has been the like awesomest. Like I wasn't really a fan of the Overwatch or the Osu. Well, Osu community was okay-ish, but I didn't really. Well, I didn't really get too invested into the Osu community, but I don't know. Trove's been
which is not
super
in,
awesome.
the money
Just
department,
sucks that a lot of people kind of come and there go.
we
There we go. Give my honest thoughts. If they do end up making a change, I'll be sure to let you guys know, and maybe my opinions will change. Who knows? And also, just one more thing I want to add: the whole
Maybe.
$5 thing. Like, yeah, I know it's not a lot of money. If you just work any job for an hour,
the
or I
kind
don't know,
of
you
job
can mow
thing.
your neighbor's lawn or something for a little bit of cash. You could do something like that. But to me
But
personally, this
$5
just feels like
like
for me. Wait, what are you doing?
$5.
Wait, don't give me $5. I don't need trading. Don't do it, Clutter.
But
Fortnite.
yeah,
Wait,
I
what?
think that kind of wraps it
But
up.
you're
I'm sorry that it
re-downloading the
almost
game.
50 minutes
Wait,
this video
Clutter?
right here.
Are you actually?
Or at least
Have I
close to
convinced
it.
you?
But I did want to put
I
in
don't
my
know
2
how-
cents about
wait,
it all. And
Clutter, how did I convince you, considering I talked negatively about the game for the past however long we've been doing this? I guess I said some positive things, but for the most part, I said a lot of negative things about it. I'm surprised I convinced
then we
you.
also had to watch the video.
Should I say the opposite now? Should I tell people to play the game and then they'll do the opposite?
Talking points. I couldn't really cut that out because it would lose some context in it as well. Maybe it'll be too long, but if you enjoyed me reacting to this instead of me
I think it was
just
pretty fun reacting.
my plan was just to make a video that I said I just kind of liked it. So I think this is might be
my reasoning
better,
is
but I
extremely
can also
depressing.
kind of
What's your
spoil everything in
reasoning?
the beginning by saying that I do like the update.
Maybe just being real?
So at least they're doing
Maybe.
something. And again, I would just want
Is
to
that a dev?
iterate
No, this
that
is Wahoo, another
I
content
definitely
creator.
don't know
He's a
what the
nice
solution
guy.
is.
Makes some Trove
And
content.
so I'm not against the $5. I'm not for the $5. I'm kind of neutral about it. I just want
suddenly I don't
Tubing
want to
stop,
ever regret
and
not
I just want
playing it
either
again.
people to stop,
See
or they fix
someday.
the game,
Wait.
or they.
Yo, KO, no way, you gave me €5. Now I can access the market. Yo, thank you, KO. I'll make an alt account, or I'll add the $5 to my account. I don't know, man. Thank you. Also, wait, do you mean, is that a club, Clutter? I thought maybe it would have been Rose related. Wait, why he was in the Trove channel? So basically, if you guys are just now walking in or something, so this is Wahoo, another content creator. I can't. It's so hard to point on this camera because it's not flipped. So this is Wahoo, content creator, makes Trove videos. He reacted to my video of me talking about the $5 situation, the Trove trading and all that, and I'm here in the middle, just kind of reacting to the reaction. Oh, wait, okay, I see what you mean, Clutter. I see. Gotcha. But yeah, I mean, you're always welcome back on Trove. I'm not sure if you'll like it. I'll be completely honest. It's still fun, but it's got quite a bit of quirks. I don't know if that's the right word, but
put another band-aid on, or
place.
whatever fixes it in some way where they can kind of restrict
But
it.
I am sorry to hear that, Clutter.
Some money do have people doing things.
You'll
or
react to
stopping
this
things that
reaction. I mean that if Wahoo wants to react to my reaction, I mean by all means, reaction inception. But like, where would the camera go? So like I guess it would have to go like at the top over there or something. That'd be kind of funny. All these reactions. I'm sure I won't, but if you want me to come back to play with you, I will when I have time. Nothing better to do. I mean, you're always welcome back if you want, but I won't blame you if you don't want to play Trove.
Anyways,
I can't
we'll see what
force you to play this
happens.
game.
We just have to go with the flow. We can put our input, but in the end, it's the devs that decide it. And
pretty sure that's
if the guy,
it.
if
That
the
was
game
almost a
dies
50-minute
out,
video.
it
That's
dies
crazy.
out. That's just how life is. And then we're gonna move
For
on
my,
to another game, and we're gonna.
Was it
that's
9-minute
just the
video or
cycle of
something it
life,
was?
right? That's the cycle of gaming. That one game lives and another dies. That's also what it happens. And
But I guess
as long as Trove is not
so fair play.
completely, if I can log into the game, I feel like the game is still alive for me. But it might not be alive for somebody else. That's just their opinion. But I don't really care.
Not tonight. My cousin wanted to watch some anime.
I'm still gonna
So you're gonna
continue
watch that
playing the
with him?
game. I'm still going to, make content for it if they're possible, and hopefully some people are also going to stick around to do so. I really hope CashinClean doesn't quit in the end, but we'll see. I really like the guy.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna quit. Me quitting is kinda. I mean, most likely I'm not gonna quit. I'm still gonna stay here. Yo, Natsama, how's it going? Very nice guy. I wish you would put your work and energy into a game that's more thankful for your work. My view. Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I wish it would have been nice if Trove like helped me financially. I mean, it has. I get paid from making these videos and stuff, but it's definitely nowhere near enough to like, I guess, survive. Like, what's it like? I guess I can make a video just going over how much I make on YouTube and stuff like that if you guys are interested. But yeah, whatever I make in a month is nowhere near enough to just survive, and it would have been nice to have that opportunity, but I guess I gotta work harder or just find a different niche. How much are your expenses? So right now, my main issue is just paying $750 a month for my car. So that's like the main thing kind of holding me back, because my main job doesn't really pay me that much either. That's a decent chunk. Yeah, I mean, if my work is consistent and full-time, then like my first 2 weeks of working, like my paycheck for that, it'll cover the payment and I'll have a little bit extra, and then the other 2 weeks is like I'll get extra as well. So I guess that part's nice, but I don't know. I kind of went all out with my car. I really shouldn't have, but I mean, I don't know. Here I am. I wouldn't recommend buying a super expensive car if you can't do that, but I don't know. I just kind of went all in. But yeah, it would be nice. I do appreciate it though. It would be nice if Trove took off, got me more views, or if some other game ended up working out. Wait, now that the devs are making bank with the $5 of the duper / cheaters, they may be able to pay you for being a content creator. Yo, maybe that could work out. I did suggest to the devs, because I know Epic Games does it, the creator code. Like if they added a creator code in the store, so if you bought something, you could use, I don't know, code cash, for example, for helping me out a little bit. Yo, Kale with the 5 memberships. Yo, big thank yous. Try doing vlogs. I actually did a couple, not like a full vlog, but I made a couple of videos like that. Maybe I do that on a separate channel though. Yeah, huge thank yous though, KO. 5-year loan. My loan is, I believe, 60 months. Wait. No, that's not right. What is my loan? Am I 72 months? I forgot what my loan was. What is it? It's 72? 60 is 5 years? What the heck did I do? I don't remember. Okay, it's either 60 or 72, but I'm pretty sure it was not 60, so probably 72. I want the tier 2 badge, Sophie. Yo, close. Gonna get to the Sophie. I drive a M240 BMW. Wait, it won't even load? Not even like, wait, you can't load Trove? Uh-oh. Maybe it wasn't meant to be. But, it should still work. Oh yeah, I have YouTube and Twitch going. There's the chat symbols. I can't really point to it, but it's up there. Which year? 2024. I looked into the 2026 of my car, and the interest rate... So right now, my interest... I think I'm just overall paying so much in interest rate, which is also terrible. So don't follow my footsteps. So yeah, 72 months. And also... I just forgot everything I was talking about. 72 months. Oh, and 6.5, that's my interest. The new version of my car is 6.2, so it wouldn't even be that much of a difference. Car is nice. Yo, well, thank you. I mean, if I had the ability to just pay it off and then just pay somebody without the interest, that would be awesome. Yo, thank you, Mish. Drive 2017 Renault Logan Expression. Wait, I don't know. Let me look that car up. I don't know what that is. Let me put it over here. Renault. Wait, do you have one, Clutter? 2017. Is this how you spell it? Express. Oh, one of these. I see. I was also considering getting like a beater type car, but... Oh wait, I guess here, let me do this so you guys can see the car. That's the one right there. Here's a silver. Nice. 2018 GMC Yukon. Also nice. Alright, have a good one, Kia. Appreciate you again. Hope you have a good day at work. Oh wait, Logan... Oh wait, did I say it wrong? Wait, what did you write? Where's your other message? Oh, Logan Expression... Wait, my bad. Here we go. Wait, that was completely the wrong car. Okay. Wait, that was so off. I don't know how I messed that up. I'm sorry. Don't have a fridge now. That's my bad. Wait, there we go. That's the one. I missed out some key details there. Any specific biomes to farm pristine snow? Definitely get the hats. The hats will help you out a lot. As far as the present and tree dungeons, I just went to permafrost. And I try to go out to the Treasure Isles area, because it seems like there's a decent bit of trees there. I'm having so hard right now. I just can't believe I somehow missed all that. Wait, 33k power. Yo, that's pretty huge still. So just doing some D14 for crystal gems. Oh, you have a Honda Accord? Yeah, it's similar to my first car. Alright, well, I think we're done with the video though, but either way, shoutouts to Wahoo. Yeah, I told him it was cool to make the video, and I guess I'll run this by him if he's cool with the reaction to it, but it's all fair games, you know, no hate to Wahoo. He was just, you know, fair criticism to my video, which he's free to do, but I guess I might just make that into a YouTube video. Just take it from my stream. Wait, I wasn't even a sub to Wahoo, what the heck? I'll give him a sub.